Radio Philippines. And now your host, Ernest Hernandez.
Good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to another awesome episode of JCI Radio Philippines, anything and everything about the Junior Chamber International, presented by JCI Makati. I am your host, Ernest Hernandez.
A warm welcome to everyone listening to the radio sets everywhere in the Philippines. This is Diago Dalpaz, also from JCI Makati. We are here every week to give you a taste of what the Junior Chamber International has to offer.
JCI Radio Philippines may be heard over the following radio stations nationwide at DZEC 1062 kHz in Mega Manila,
DWIN 1080 kHz in Northern Luzon,
DZEL 1260 kHz is in Southern Luzon,
DYFX 1332 kHz in Central Visayas,
DYFX 1332. Mali. Teka, iyan mo yung script dito.
Yeah.
And DXED 1224 kHz in Southern Mindanao.
You may catch our show via online live streaming at www.radioagila.am.
And JCI Radio Philippines is also streaming live on YouTube. Just type in Radyo Agila Live on the search bar and watch your favorite Radyo Agila shows live and on demand.
JCI Radio Philippines and Radyo Agila are proud members of the KBP, Kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Okay, ito yan. Diego, introduction lang to our guest. No? March is considered
as the Women's Month.
The Women's Month. So, in line with that, the Junior Chamber International presented March as the month for
JCI Pinay Power.
Yes, which is the national project to empower our women.
That's right.
And tonight, we have 5 extraordinary women. Kaya ako nauutal kanina, gaganda naman kasama natin. So anyway, let me introduce first. No? Sino ba unahin natin dito? Jago, gusto mo ikaw mamili?
Oh, mamimili. Sige. So let's start off with the lady to my right. She was the 2014 AVP for Area 2. She's from JCI San Juan Pinaglabanan. Everyone, please welcome Ms. Lynn Manansala.
Yeah, palakpak naman. Wala tayong palakpak naman. Everyone. Yung stinger namin palakpak na uli, no? So, manual na lang yung palakpak.
Yeah. And then we have a first timer here in our studio.
Yeah, first timer.
So she's the 2014 JCI Philippines National Executive Director from JCI Manilena. Say hello to Miss Janine De Jesus.
Hello, good evening.
Ang ganda pala ng boses. Galing. Okay na first time, no? Yung debut words.
Debut words. All right, so next would be she's the current JCI Philippines National Executive Director from JCI Makati Princess Ardua, and she's also a past president.
Yeah.
Everyone, please welcome Ms. Chai Talag.
Good evening, hello.
Yun, palakpak tayo. Wala yung stinger natin, yung technician natin kumakain. so wala pa tayo stinger, no? So palakpak tayo sa sarili lang.
So up next, she is the 2016 Executive Vice President for JCI Perlas Pasay. Please welcome Ms. Karen Kate Koo.
Hello, good evening. Thank you.
Yan, palakpak tayo. Palakpak.
And of course, last but not the least, we have from JCI San Juan Dambana, Ms. Janeth Ko.
Good evening.
Ayun. So, palakpak tayo. Ang ganda ng topic natin yan. Women empowerment. So ano pa itong women empowerment? In the history, Diego, na parang nung panahon ng mga lola ko, my lola was just parang housewife na lang nung napangasawa niya yung lolo ko. No? But this time around, yung transition ng women, most of them nagtatrabaho na. And in history, nagkaroon na tayo ng presidente
na babae
sa Pilipinas, no? And ladies are taking over CEO positions.
Not only in business, in government, but everywhere in society, we have women leaders, we have women movers and shakers. So, I mean, it's been a long struggle for women to gain the same rights as men, and they're succeeding.
Yan. So, but anyway, let's start talking to our guest now.
Yeah.
Ito yan, ang tanong ko dyan, no? Siyempre, lahat tayo, we witnessed the evolution of women from sino mga pinanganak ng 80s dito, 70s, di ba? Hindi ko na so, ano dyan? So, seeing, and of course, we have our relatives na mga lolo at lola, no? And seeing women taking over talaga naging equal na no? Meron ng padre de pamilya, may madre de pamilya na talaga. How do you feel about women today compared to let's say 80s and 90s? No? Bueno Mano ang pinakabago sa show natin.
Yeah, si Miss Janine.
Okay. In the 80s, I was still in elementary.
Yan.
Bata pa ako eh. Technically, I've seen how the society have changed. As what you've mentioned, my lola also was just a housewife.
Yeah.
They were taught how to iron clothes, wash the dishes, and take care of the children at home. But not only in the 80s, but siguro beginning in the 70s, 60s or 70s, a lot of these women have already schooled,
Yeah.
not only here, but also abroad.
Mm.
They took a chance in having different fields,
Yeah.
and they have succeeded. So what you see now are empowered women who have studied and have made a name in different fields.
And this is the Philippine setting, no? Yung, kasi I think ito yan, when I went to Japan, no, when I was still working in corporate, one thing that I observed sa ibang mga countries is that walang umupong babae sa harap namin sa Japan. No, talagang yung iba may mga babaeng corporate executives, no? Sa Japan wala talaga, and up to this date wala pa rin daw. No, so the Philippines nagsa-step up na and nagiging equal na yung ano natin, no, footing for both women. And how do you sino pwedeng tanungin natin dito, no? Kahit sino na lang, no? How do you feel about women, no, actually excelling more actually in sales? They want more women in sales. And I think the lady in sales right here,
Yeah.
Miss Chai.
Yeah. Well, I think may I borrow.
Yeah, parang video okay lang to, no? Palitan ng mic.
I think women now has more voice
Mhm.
because we're starting to recognize that the influence of women is really powerful.
Yeah.
Kasi yung power natin is covered with femininity.
Yeah.
So hindi siya yung sobrang strong na, hey, I'm powerful. But this is something unique about women na we're very nurturing. We're very nurturing, we take care of people, ganyan.
Mhm.
So, I think yun yung hinahanap din ngayon di ba? Na hindi yung all out na, strong tayo. But, merong femininity, merong feminine side.
Mhm. In short, mayroong mga inherent advantages ng women na probably wala sa men na
Yeah.
na
That's
provide.
right. Yes, yes.
Mm.
Ano yun sabi
And I
mo?
think-
Pheromones.
Right.
Pheromones. Oo.
So, I think it's very important that women recognize this power and use this power in the right, in the right way and the way it is designed to be used. So, yeah.
Yun. So anyway, Jago, baka may mga tanong ka.
Kasi yung mga women kasi throughout the years may mga struggles talaga for to gain equal footing sa men kasi before women weren't allowed to vote.
Yeah.
Women weren't allowed to vote, women weren't allowed to take leadership roles. So looking back at yung mga predecessors and the position that women are in now, abang nakikita yung parang pagbabago sa society ever since that women were able to gain the same footing as men.
Yeah, maybe some of the ladies here can answer.
Yeah, maybe some of the ladies here.
Miss Jan?
I think Philippines-wise, I think we really
Yeah.
experience a lot of transformation already. Even if I compare it to other countries such as
Mhm.
Vietnam, which I've been to, sobrang it's like Philippines 10 years ago. So I work in an IT company,
Okay.
and mostly in IT,
Male dominated.
it's very male dominated. But here in the Philippines, surprisingly, like in my company, 40% of us are women. But when I went to Vietnam, in that same company, just different country, I went there, it was just the receptionist the lady. All of them are
Ah.
men.
Yeah.
So I think we're blessed. Philippines
Mm.
wise is blessed. And because of that, I think we've progressed also a lot.
Mhm.
Mainly because it's not really us gaining grounds or us being equal. It's for men to understand that there's no boundaries or there's no sides.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're both on the same sides. So let's just
Mm.
work together. I think that will help a lot.
Mhm.
Okay, so Karen, this is the thing, no? Parang ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, may mga sinasabi sa akin, when you start a company, kunwari 5 kayo, maglagay ka ng isang babae, no, to keep you guys organized, no? So, and ito yan, no? What is the importance of having an empowered woman, no, in a group of people, in a crowd, no?
Mhm.
Well, I think one of the main thing about working with having a woman or having a man in an organization is considering the strength of each gender, because each one has strength. Naman talaga. Men tend to be focused in whatever area they want to progress in,
Mhm.
and women on the other area we're mainly multitaskers, and we
Okay.
can handle a lot of things all at the same time and still learn to balance everything. And if it's an all male organization, kasi you're probably focused on one area and tend to forget about all the other things. The strength of a woman is being able to balance everything while nurturing the strength of each member of the organization. So being a leader in that sense means being able to identify
Yeah.
Mhm.
each of the strength and learn to make it work together, so that at the end of the day you still get the goal
Yeah.
while having everyone develop their strength, and
Mhm.
while yung at the same time yung weakness ng isa
Yeah.
could be
Mhm.
handled by the strength of another,
Mhm.
and then yung weakness ng isa, yung strength ng isa kayang magawa ng paraan ng weakness of the other person.
Embracing diversity.
Exactly. Yeah, so the strength of the women, I guess, is being able to handle diversity.
Yun nga yung sinabi nila kasi
Hmm.
we guys daw, pag binigyan mo ng 3 task, isa lang magagawa namin.
Ah.
No?
It happens.
yung mga babae daw, pag binigyan mo ng 3 task, lahat
5.
tapos yan.
5.
5, talaga 5, no? Talagang pininsist ng 5. So, yun.
Tatlong task binigay, tapos naging 5.
Iniisip nyo pa lang, nagawa na.
Medyo niyo mga comment eh.
I think we should not fight.
Dalawa lang tayo, Diego.
Dalawa lang tayo dito. Pero we're outnumbered here. Pero since we're already on the topic of working and working working in a diversified na isang organization. Ito si AVP Lynn, she's working in government as far as I know.
Yeah.
So in the working place government kasi it's more male dominated. So ano bang challenges ng woman in a government setting naman?
Well, number 1, our city government is led by our Lady Mayor Gia Gomez.
Yeah.
So,
Yan.
From San Juan, no?
from San Juan, yeah, I'm from the city government of San Juan. So, well, it's really hard to start off. When I started working for the government, I started working for the San Juan Arena. So it's a stadium, it's a basketball stadium. It's
Puro lalaki, may mga nagsusuntukan, no?
yeah,
May mga-
basically male
Nandun kami.
dominated
Testosterone filled.
exactly. So pero since I have really a very strong personality, really strong that a lot of people get really intimidated. So
Hindi naman.
hindi naman masyado,
Hindi
diba?
naman.
Ano lang yung pang front. Syempre kailangan, 'di ba? So pero I was able to manage naman I was able to manage yung ganong situation na male dominated field. So as I've kayo yung witness, you've seen the arena, well, now is the Philippine Flying V Center. It's really very successful now.
Yeah.
So I
Tuloy
am
lagi,
really,
every day, meron
Ah.
event, no?
I am really very proud to have started San Juan Arena, and now we have turned over the management as I have a new challenge in the city government. So that's it.
But anyway, no, ito yung medyo medyo kanina nag-usap tayo dito, no?
Mm.
How can us men help empower our women, no? Yan yung tatanong ko sa inyo. Pero bago nyo sagutin yan, mag-break muna tayo.
EBC Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila. Ang oras po natin ay 6:22 ng gabi.
Tunay na mahirap maglaan ng ekstrang panahon sa iyong busy schedule para makapag-exercise. Kaya nga, kami dito sa Radyo Agila ay may mungkahi kung paano makapag-exercise kahit ikaw ay abala sa work mo. Una, maglakad o magbike papunta sa trabaho sa halip na sumakay sa public transportation. Second, gamitin ang natitirang oras ng lunch break o break time para sa brisk walking. Pangatlo, lumuhok sa anumang office sports clubs tulad ng badminton, bowling at iba pa. Gamitin din ang hagdan sa halip na elevator at kahit nakaupo, pwede ring igalaw-galaw ang mga braso, binti o balikat. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. Kung gusto, laging may paraan. Isang pangkalusugang mensahe mula sa Radyo Agila.
We're back on air with Ernest Hernandez on JCI Radio Philippines.
And we are back here on JCI Radio Philippines. Di pa rin na makaget over sa baduy na joke. So,
Baduy ba yan?
medyo.
Off the break yan, ah.
At the break. Okay, so ano nga tanong natin kanina?
Our question is, how can the women help men understand them?
Ayun na lang.
Yan.
Yun yung better. Help us understand you.
Help us.
How can you, lalo yung mga nakikinig dyan na medyo hindi maintindihan ng mga girlfriend, asawa,
Or
kapatid,
na-intimidate.
no? Or na-intimidate, di ba? Kaya ang sinasabi ng iba dyan, no? Marami daw na-intimidate sa kanila. So how can you help men
Understand them.
understand and work better with women?
Hmm.
So,
Sige.
ayan,
I
sige.
think,
Miss Chai?
yeah, I think it all boils down to respect. You know,
Okay.
respecting
Mm.
that we will always have our differences in methods, in perspectives, in even in personalities. Like kanina, 'di ba, pinag-usapan natin, 'di ba? Yung guys, pag binigyan mo sila ng task, isa lang ang kaya nila at one at a time.
Hmm.
Ang women, they think about everything. So kaya nila gawin 5 tasks all at the same time. So there will always be differences, but I think what's important lang is to respect these
Mhm.
differences. That's one.
Simpleng lang. Anyone who would like to rebuttal on that?
Anyone who'd like to add?
Uh,
Add.
rebuttal, add, or what? Or what?
To add, I think one of the
Miss
the
Karen.
freedom as well, to give them the freedom, because you know, when certain limitations kasi are set, like for example, women are like this and men are like that,
Mhm.
we are kind of bounded in that certain point of view.
Mhm.
But we have to understand that, including respect, that you acknowledge that each one has a certain strength kasi.
Mhm.
Like for example, men on some areas, mas magaling talaga sila sa ganitong areas. Women naman on certain
Mhm.
topics or in certain things, mas you would prefer women to do those things. May ganun kasi.
Mhm.
Diba? So,
That's right.
yeah, so that's how we work together. We cannot
Mhm.
say na ang women ganito lang and men ang ganito lang. We always have a certain point of view or something that we can contribute in in whatever topic naman kasi
Mhm.
because we have a sense of view of everything.
Mhm.
So if each one gives each other the freedom to contribute whatever and acknowledge na there's something to contribute,
Mhm.
we can be able to work together, not just based on babae ka, lalaki, lalaki kami, parang ganun. So it's actually limiting but
Yeah.
to allow each one of us to have the freedom and then of course add in respect,
Mhm.
then that would contribute na mas marami tayong magagawa together.
Yeah.
And then, mas maganda yung magiging result because if two heads are better than one, two genders are most often better than
Yeah.
just one point of view looking at the problem or a situation.
And
Mhm.
don't stereotype.
Yes. Yes.
Kasi sometimes we retaliate pagka merong stereotyping. Di ba? Parang female drivers, pagka merong...
Oh, yung pag sinasabi, no? Babae
babae
kasi yung
yan.
nagmamadali.
Wala we retaliate talaga pagka may ganon. So try to understand na it's not things like that don't happen because we're women.
Yes.
Diba? So
Meron din sablay na driver na lalaki, di ba? Oh, tama.
Exactly.
Especially the double standards.
Yeah.
Say for example, if we commit a mistake, we are called names. But when men does it, it's okay.
It's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's the norm for
Parang
men.
yung sinabi nila, pag ang babae maraming lalaki, malandi. Pag lalaki maraming babae,
Pogi.
chick boy.
Ganun lang. Tama.
Matinik, no?
Yun yung
May gusto magsalita. Totoo ba yun? Miss Lynn?
Hindi, sabi nga nila, sa game daw ng chess, yung queen ang nagpo-protect sa king.
Mas maraming galaw yung queen kaysa sa king, no?
Oo. So, alam mo na mas mas powerful yung queen.
Yun.
May tanong naman ako, no? With that being said, what do you see that men excel more than the women, and what do women excel more than the men? No? Miss Jan, you want to take that question? Ganon. Nakakababa ng loob dito.
Joke lang. I think clearly yung obvious...
Like ito, I want to start it, no? Parang, kasi whenever I work with women, no? Ang nanotice ko sa women, yung attention to detail. The smallest detail. Yun yung parang, hindi ko nakita. Buti na lang merong OC sa atin, which is the woman na talagang all the nitty-gritty stuff, no?
Yeah.
Tinitignan, no? So, what do you think are the strengths of the men, and what are the strengths of the women?
Okay. Siguro I'll just borrow na lang a line said
A line?
by Margaret Thatcher when she was interviewed once, no. She was one of the prime minister of UK. I think the question was the essence of being a woman, and I read this article in LinkedIn, and her answer was jokingly, she said that if you want something done as a man, wrong. If you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, as a woman. So I think that clearly points
Well
out the
said.
big difference.
Hirap. Medyo na hot seat ako dito.
Parang ang hirap sagutin nung
Baka may gustong dumagdag dyan.
Yeah. Make it hard for both of
Miss
us.
Janine, I think medyo nangangati ka na lumapit sa mic. Ano ba, may gusto ko ba sabihin, Miss Janine? Nagbulungan pa. No? Anyone, no? Miss Lynn.
Ako, I still believe that the men should still be the responsible one and in the family and be the provider, diba? So medyo old school pero I still believe in that na dapat yung lalaki pa rin yung nagtatrabaho para sa pamilya.
Yung breadwinner.
Yeah.
Yung lalaki pa rin breadwinner.
Tama yan.
I
no?
don't always agree with that. Kasi to help the family, both the father and the mother should work.
Should work together.
Yeah, as a team for the
Yan.
children.
Correct.
Not unless the husband is earning millions a year. It's okay.
Yeah.
We can just rest and shop.
Okay. Jago, baka gusto mo nga medyo nakalimutan mo yung tanong ko dahil doon eh.
Parang na-stand ako sa mga sagot nila. Pero may pero if there's one thing though na, I've been asking mga lady friends rin na, ano yung ina-admit nilang strength ng men compared to women would be the directions. Yun lang nasabi sa akin. Pero, anyway, beside the fact, it's,
akin na lang doon. Yung yung attention to detail, doon talaga ako nabilib eh. As in in an event, parang ang sarap na may kasamang babae that will just focus on that. No? Tayo naman yung mga lalaki, tayo yung
we
executioners.
we do the legwork.
The dirty work.
The dirty work.
No? So, gano'n ang nangyari. Pero,
Really?
meron kami, gumagawa legwork sa amin si Peter Baltasar.
But anyway, the attention to detail is impeccable. I mean, parang napapansin yung mga little things na sometimes yung mga men dahil we look at the bigger picture na overlook natin.
I want to ask the ladies na gender equality is being practiced right now. Is chivalry still there? Does women still need that chivalrous act of men? Or na-awkward din yung mga babae? Yung iba may parang yung kunwari dadali mo yung bag. Ayaw na nila eh.
Men should not really carry the ladies' bags eh.
Okay.
Kasi even if our bags are heavy, you can actually carry our bags. It's like 5 kilos. Daily, we carry that.
Okay, and then
if we can carry it, why would we even give it to our boyfriends? Pangit tingnan eh. Mukhang under yung lalaki.
Okay.
I mean, you got out of your house with your bag. Why even ask someone to carry it for you? It's okay for men to carry your things.
Kahit sila nag-offer.
Except your bag.
Kahit sila nag-offer. Wala.
No.
Ganon.
Men should not get it. Period.
Abuti na lang pala nung 90s pa yun, no?
Baka carrying a bag na be a good example. Baka yung chivalry when you mean yung opening the door.
Opening the door.
Other acts of chivalry naman.
Other acts.
Other acts.
Or let's say yung cape ilalagay sa puddle tapos palalakarin yung
papayungan.
Red carpet.
Red carpet. Pag umulan.
I think that's not a measurement of gender equality, but rather, I mean, it's being a gentleman is not a part of gender equality. So gender equality is rights and being heard. The respect that you give on both gender, being heard, your voice, that you can speak your mind, that you can contribute in whatever area that you want to contribute in. That's gender equality. But being a gentleman, being a lady, that's not part of it. That's being who we are as a person. Magkaiba kasi yun, diba?
In short, courtesy. It's more of courtesy talaga to the women.
So when women fight for women's right, it's not us asking you to stop opening the door for us. We can open it ourselves. It's mainly saying, hey, can I open the door for you also? Because we're both equal and you.
Meron ng babae nagbibigay na ng bulaklak sa lalaki na rin yan.
Sa Japan, ganun din.
Yeah,
so Japan, it's like during Valentine's Day, they're the ones giving the chocolates to the men that they like. So it's the men who's getting the chocolates. March 14 yung sa kanilang.
Japan tayo, Jacob.
Since nasa topic na tayo ng pag-ibig, may naisip ako eh.
Yun! Mainit na to. Mainit na to usapan.
Ladies, do you feel that the women sometimes could make the first move?
We did. No, like, okay. I was questioned once. Sabi nila, why did you give flowers to that guy? I said, he was sick. And I put there, get well soon. Is that bad?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Pero mas gusto
all my other female friends said, if I get sick, will you also give me flowers? That is if I know you were sick. I'll send you flowers.
Okay, may gustong umano pa.
Anyone who would like to
For
add?
the first move. Any di chai.
Any di.
Kaya ano ka? Game.
Yes, I think it's okay.
Mm.
It's being true to yourself.
Mhm.
Kasi if you want something, you go for it, di ba?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pero syempre may boundaries.
Mm.
So you have to set lang the boundaries, and you have to also put a value on yourself.
Mm.
Diba? So wag naman all out na bigay.
Bibigyan mo
Diba?
ng gitara.
To your question. Ano yun ang sabi mo?
Mag-gift.
But to your question, if it's okay to make the first move, yes, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Mm.
Kasi they wouldn't know if you like them if you wouldn't do anything, if
Yeah.
you wouldn't act on it. So that will trigger something.
Mm. Kasi it always takes two to tango, as they said.
Yan.
Torpe na yata mga guys ngayon eh.
Kasi the women are already intimidating the men na mga ganon.
In defense to guys rin na sinasabing torpe. In defense of the men naman. Sometimes it's hard to read yung mga signals yun kasi ng women. Kasi minsan,
Kaya nga dito yung
as
topic
guys,
natin eh. We have to understand them
as
eh.
guys feel naman na parang minsan oblivious ang mga signals ng girl. Na parang minsan we spell it out na we really like the girl pero the girl would give mixed signals na hindi namin naiintindihan.
Jago, alam mo, hugot tong mga sinasabi mo eh. Napapansin ko niya eh.
So, I think it happened one too many times.
Kayo mag-interview sa kanya. Gusto niyo? Pero ito, may tanong naman ako. May nakakaramdam pa rin ba kayo ng in a scenario na parang being as a woman, minsan minamali kayo? Merong mga ganong scenarios. And how do you combat it, if ever? For those who are listening right now, na feeling nila na nabababaan sila sa sarili na dahil parang minamali sila na dahil babae sila.
Mm.
Siguro maybe not now at this age, no?
Mm.
Probably
Maybe
10 years back, yeah.
Okay.
Because we can already we already know how to cope with the situations, and we're not easily affected by these things.
Okay.
Siguro it also comes with age. 30 na kasi kami.
30?
May mga gusto pang umano dyan? Mga to add on to that?
I think feeling na you're looked down on or something. It's you cannot kasi control society on how they see you. You can only control how you handle the situation, because if unless you believe na mas mababa ka talaga, you will never be lower than anyone else. If you believe in your own value, if you believe in who you are as a person, hindi ka maapektuhan whatever people say or whatever men say sa'yo. Kasi syempre that's who you are eh. Kaya you have to be aware of who you are as a person, identity mo, ako bilang babae in this kind of society or whatever country you go to. As long as you have self-respect naman kasi. Hindi mo kasi makokontrol kung ano sa isipin sabihin ng ibang tao. But you can only control how you see yourself. So I guess that's it.
I think mainly it's who you are, how you want people to see you. So if you feel belittled, it's because that's how you see yourself as well.
Ang gusto ko tanungin dyan si Miss Lynn eh. Kasi as one of the strongest women perceived by many, no? May times pa rin ba na parang denown ka for being a woman and na denouts yung nag-doubt for your capabilities, and how did you retaliate in the Lynn Manansala way? Medyo
Parang hirap sagutin. Pero I believe people have their choice.
okay.
Anyone in particular, they have their own choice kung ano yung gusto nilang piliin sa buhay nila.
You choose your
Whether-
attitudes, ika nga.
Yes, whether it's your work, the boyfriend you choose, or the partner you choose. Pero it's your choice. It's your personal choice. So, pero sabi nga, the world is not fair. Some are judgmental.
Yeah.
Some are very, very
Judgment.
judgmental.
Different levels.
Very judgmental.
Pero, syempre, yun nga as what Janet said, nasa sa'yo yun kung ang tingin mo sa sarili mo maliit din eh. So, kung hahayaan mo tong mga tao na to maliitin ka, then choice mo yon. Ikaw yung pumili na para maging ganon. So, pero, yun nga, dapat kailangan panindigan natin kung ano man yung ating mga piniling sitwasyon sa buhay.
Yun. Well said. Well said. And we have to greet someone who's who gusto magpabate, who's listening all the way from Lipa. Mr. Mark Lester Manalo is listening right now. Mga gusto kilala niyo ba siya?
Hi, Mark! How are you? Hello, attorney.
Nakikinig siya all the way from Lipa, di ba?
Wow.
So yun, no? But anyway, we'll have more about women empowerment once we come back here on JCI Radio Philippines. Wala pala. Mag-break po tayo ng sandali.
EBC, Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila.
Ang oras po natin ay 6:43 ng gabi.
Pinalawak, pinadali, pinatipid ng social media ang paraan ng komunikasyon at pagbabahagi ng impormasyon.
Isang mabuting bagay ito para sa ating mga gumagamit. Subalit, gaya ng kasabihan, ang lahat ng sobra ay masama.
Ang social media ay may kaakibat na responsable at maingat na paggamit upang hindi mapinsala at huwag makapaminsala. Tandaan ang ilang paalaala sa paggamit ng social networking site.
Huwag magbibigay ng private information tungkol sa inyong social media account. Ugaliin ang magpalit ng password para mapanatiling privado ang inyong social media account. Huwag gamitin ang inyong account para manira o manakit ng kapwa sa mga social networking site. Pag-isipan ng mabuti ang bagay na inyong sasabihin bago i-post sa inyong account.
Maging matalino sa paggamit ng social network. Isang paalaala mula sa Radyo Agila.
We're back on air with Ernest Hernandez on JCI Radio Philippines.
We are back here on JCI Radio Philippines. Final stretch na tayo, Diego.
That's right. And we've had so much to share tonight.
We can go on for another hour, honestly. Yeah. But anyway, this is, I think every lady here will like to answer this. What is the essence of being a woman? Parang Miss Universe to and meron tayong survey sa Facebook at saka sa Viber kung sinong pinakamagaling sumagot. So yeah, Miss Lynn is being volunteered to go first. So what is the essence of being a woman?
Siguro I would have to say the essence of being a woman is being a mother.
Yeah. Can we please elaborate on that?
Kasi my daughter now is 1 year old, pero siguro life has been different now nung when I gave birth to Amara. So yon. It's really
may inabutan na po siya ng tissue.
For those na hindi nakakita via live streaming, may tissue na po.
Oo. Sabi, I saw this one on Facebook from my friend from Naga naman, from Madu. Sabi dun sa post niya, I may not be perfect when I look at I may not be perfect, but when I look at my children, I know that I got something in my life perfectly right.
Yun. Nakakaiyak.
So yun talaga, medyo naging differentiator siya talaga sa buhay ko ngayon.
Yan. So according to Miss Lynn, that is the essence of
of a
being a woman. Diba? So who wanna go next? No?
Si NED Jen.
And indeed, Jenny.
For me, the essence of a woman is accepting oneself
Mhm.
and loving oneself.
Mhm.
Since a lot of people don't realize the value of how they make other people happy
Okay.
or
Mhm.
how they impart to other people their knowledge and share their ideas. So I think the essence of sharing whatever they have within themselves is yun,
Sige.
essence of a woman.
Wow.
Wala na tayo top 3 dito mamaya. From top 5 to top 3 tayo.
So accepting yourself and love yourself.
Yun.
Yun.
Alright,
Okay,
that is
so-
from Miss Janine.
Okay, so far mga answers natin, being a mother and then accepting yourself and accepting others.
Yan.
How about NED
Yan
Jen?
yung
First of all, good morning
pagkahuli.
and thank you for that question. That's a wonderful question.
Yes.
I think the essence of a woman is their weaknesses, because when we
Weaknesses.
recognize our weaknesses, it becomes our strength.
Mm.
For example, we are very sensitive,
Mm.
right?
Sensitive.
So pag kami ginawa sa amin,
Mhm.
we feel it right away.
Mhm.
So
And
because of that
nakatanim yan ng matagal.
sensitivity, yeah, sometimes,
Mhm.
and because of that sensitivity, we become more sensitive to others also.
Okay.
Mhm.
Another example is we always want to be given attention to,
Okay.
right? So because of that, because we feel that giving attention is important,
Mm.
then we also give attention to people around us.
Mhm.
So it's the weaknesses that we convert to strengths. So if we recognize these and use the weaknesses properly, then it will just be wonderful for women.
All right. So we have 3 great wonderful
Sige,
answers. so
summarize mo
far.
rin. Summarize mo rin.
So it's being a mother, accepting yourself and others, and now we have accepting yung mga weaknesses naman. How about Miss Karen?
Thank you.
Talagang Miss Universe ang ano. Thank you for the question.
Natapos na eh. So, 1 minute na. So, just kidding. So actually, my point of view in looking at the essence of a woman is knowing or understanding our roles in society. Because I understand, because like, for example, if you look at men,
Okay.
men's strength is being able to do something without emotion and you just focus on that with the whole
Mhm.
intention of what
Yeah.
needs to, right?
It's like,
That's right.
Exactly.
No?
Yes.
Ah.
And that's also your weakness
Mhm.
in that area. So our weakness as well, and one of our strength is being able to handle all of the emotions at the same time
Mhm.
and still being able to function.
Okay.
And at the same time that may also be talagang yung sinasabi ni NED Chai is some of the weaknesses as well.
Mm.
But if we are, we as women acknowledge the roles that we play in society, because women can stand on its own, yes, but for society to function, for an organization to function,
Mhm.
we are partners kasi with
Mhm.
men. Well, not necessarily in romantic partnership, but rather in our role in society. Because a society with all men alone cannot function. We have to admit that. So and women as well cannot function naman talaga
So
without
the essence
men.
of being a woman
The essence of being a woman
is
is being
making
a
the whole world
partner.
complete.
Exactly, perfect. So, being
You
a
complete me,
partner.
ganon.
So, ganon. So it's a completion of the role. Diba? It's a give and take role, and being able to accept that we do have an equal role with men. And when we accept that the responsibility of that, na hindi na kaya ng lalaki yan, or yung lalaki dapat yung nag-head nagde-decide ng things like that. We able to, step up to the roles that are supposed to be ours. Kasi society lang naman na nag-dictate na women are the, weaker sex, for example, even before.
That's right.
So society lang naman yung nag-agree nun. But if we have a new agreement na babae rin naman have an equal role in that.
Yeah.
Like for example, being a mother. Kasi, the great men became great because of their mothers. Same time, right? So,
That's right.
so I agree with with Feline in that. So yun yung, we accept the roles that are given to us with the wholeness of heart. And if we accept that yung hirap nun at yung benefits nun, then how we function in the world becomes efficient. May working efficiently as a woman.
Yes.
In that essence.
It makes everything whole.
It makes everything complete.
But yun nga,
From A to Z.
nakakatuwa na kasi I think in history, one of the societies, yung pinaglalaban ng society was racism. Yung acceptance of everyone, the blacks, the Chinese, no? Now everything is on equal ground, no? And then the women are coming forward na. And then I think the latest ngayon yung LGBT crowd, no? So I think the world is getting better in a good way, no? That everyone is talagang naging equal footing na lahat. And of course, syempre, yung mahirap pag nauhuli, diba? Medyo nakukuha na lahat, no? So Miss Jan, what?
I think everybody made a great answers, no?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any one perfect answer for this question at all. So maybe just to add to what they have already said, we're one of the main key essence that we're known for. The women us being a woman is yung we are the constant source of love and nurturing.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why we have great moms, our beloved lolas, ang minamahal nating mga kapatid na babae. So yeah, so it's us, being constantly being able to love, forgive, whatever, forget, and then just basically being, good to everybody and even the family especially.
Yeah. So we have all the 5 answers, but lastly, anyone can answer this. If everyone wants to chime in on this, what is your message to women out there that doesn't feel the confidence to go out, to be strong, what is your message to these women to stand up? Medyo may nagtititigan pa sila kung sino magsasalita. So ang napili ang tinuturo ay si NAD si Miss Chai. For those women who feel na talagang they lack confidence in this world, that they are still in the typical yung classic tradition na women should be the weaker sex, ganun. What is your message to them?
Women are blessed with traits that would help them succeed in life.
Okay.
Like what Janet mentioned earlier, we're very nurturing and loving. So I think we'll never go wrong with love.
Yeah.
Diba? So if you think that you can give love to other people, then you'll never go wrong. Now, what are the other traits na pwede nilang what are the other traits that women have that would help them succeed is their passion for everything. So, ang daming girls talaga na would try everything and anything that they haven't tried. Diba? So, if they're passionate about something, focus on that passion and just do it, just jump. Diba? Kasi you'll never know if you can do it if you don't try it. But my message also to them is not to steal away from the guys the
Mm.
the opportunity also to help them, 'di ba? Kasi it's natural we ladies need help from men, 'di ba?
And the men need help as well.
Yes. So I think do not try to steal that opportunity also from the guys
In short,
to play the role
Yeah.
in the society.
in short, again, it goes back to giving and taking.
Yes.
So, may mga gustong dumagdag. Meron ba? Miss Lynn?
Siguro for me, God created everyone uniquely and differently. So you may not have the physical attributes or yung pagdating sa confidence, but for sure there's one thing na meron yung isang tao na yun, that girl, meron siyang something na she can be proud of.
Yun. Okay, yan na, nagsisimula na dumagdag.
No, I think what I can add lang is, sometimes when you feel that, you don't have the confidence, I'm like this, I'm like that, is because you're sometimes focused on yourself. And if you focus on contributing kasi, doing, like for example, yung love, sinasabi ni President, is when you know that you have something to contribute, doesn't matter how you look or kung saan yung pinanggalingan mo or whatever, but if you know that you can give, you can provide, whether that be love or helping out in the community, being of service, creating impact. If you know that you have something to give, when you focus out on other people and you lose, hindi mo nakikita yung sarili mo, you can see how much impact you can give just to one person. It goes back to you more times, and at least you know that you are doing something. And when you can do something, the confidence goes back na may kaya pala akong gawin. Na someone, probably just this one person, I made a difference to this one person. And that could give you a fuel to do something more.
Yeah. May dadagdag pa.
More.
For you to be able to do that, I'd like to invite them to join JCI.
Yes.
If they're from Makati, they can join Makati Princess Urdua. Diba? Kasi if you're part of an organization, it's a way that you can,
Yep, exactly.
diba? Mas magagawa mo yung gusto mong gawin eh. So if you feel that you don't have the confidence yet, then maybe this is an organization that can help you go out there and do what you want to do.
In short, it will really build your confidence.
And that, I think, will wrap up the topic tonight. But anyway, before we leave, before we wrap up the show, we're gonna extend for a few minutes. Baka meron pa tayo mga gustong promote for our announcements. Yes.
Plugs, mga babatiin friends and family.
From
So we'll just announce one of the main campaigns of JCI San Juan Dambana will be launching it in Women's Month. Yes, Women's Month. So it's a different kind of women empowerment. It's women empowering men to be active fathers. So it's last year we have started it already. We started already, but this year it's gonna be the new fathers, no? So it's we call it I am hot, I am hands-on tatay first year. So this is for the new fathers. So
fathers lang, no?
Yes.
The new fathers.
So it's basically a program teaching the fathers on what to do for mostly most of them who are new to this, how to change a diaper, how to understand postpartum, etc. So again.
Yun.
Wow.
From Perlas Pasay, Miss Karen.
Yes. On March 10, we're gonna have Punla. It's actually an awareness program. It's a seminar about climate change, and each one of us have our own carbon, imprint. Kasi, diba, you create footprint there, footprint. And so there's more like a learning from one of the well-known people in green in the green field of making sure that our environment is taken care of. So this will be March 10 in Best Western Hotel, 2 to 6 p.m. So it's we're inviting a lot of speakers. So one of our speakers is Mr. Matthias Gelber. He's a green man, and then he has been promoting being able to reduce carbon footprint more. So as a whole, ikaw, you know personally that you are not contributing to climate change and global warming. And at the same time, we're inviting everyone on March 13 at Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City. So we're gonna have
Cuneta Astrodome.
Yes, it's our Women's Health Month, of course. It's part of the Women's Month. So we're gonna provide eye care, cervical cancer preventions kasi sa women yun talaga yung pinaka natin eh. So we're inviting everyone. There's free checkup, there's free service, health service for everyone. So we're inviting everyone to attend our events. Thank you.
All right, and then DJ from Makati
Okay.
Princess Ordua.
For Makati Princess Ordua, we will have a project on March 13. Wait, hang on, sorry. March 13. It's called Womanity. So this is in celebration of the Women's Month.
Yeah.
We are partnering with Barangay San Lorenzo and Makati Women's Watch Federation. So there will be a lot of activities in one day. It will be in the clubhouse of Barangay San Lorenzo. Also, we will be partnering with the city government of Makati for Earth Hour.
Earth Hour, yeah.
To celebrate
Earth
Earth Hour on March 19 at Ayala Triangle Garden. So I think ano din tayo dito, 'di ba? Partners tayo.
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
that's
JCI
right.
Makati and JCI Makati Princess Ordua. So if you're not doing anything on March 19, please join
It's
us
gonna be a
in
big
Ayala
party.
Triangle. Yeah.
Yes, it's a big party and it's going
And
to
I
be
think
free
you-
admission.
I heard yung Lucille na band will be playing.
Yeah.
Medyo sikat yun, 'di ba?
Medyo lang.
Yeah, we medyo lang. Medyo. Yeah.
Medyo
Hindi
lang.
mo kilala. And then we're having a movie screening of Panda 3, Kung Fu
Kung Fu
Panda
Panda
3 on March 12 in Greenbelt 3 Cinema 5. That's 3 o'clock p.m. And lastly, I'd like to greet our National Secretary General.
Yeah.
Nakalimutan ko ano pang- NSG Walter Oy. It's his birthday today. Happy
Happy
birthday, NSG!
Yan. Yung Womanity, ano yan eh. Medyo niloloko ko yung last year eh. Yung slogan dapat yan, it's not about a woman, it's about a manatee. No, so baliktad pala dapat. It's not about a manatee, it's about a woman.
All right. NED Janine.
Okay. First, we would like to thank everyone who attended the 9th Annual Women Entrepreneurs Conference last March 5 at Crown Plaza, Ortigas. This is in cooperation with the Network for Enterprising Women. It was very successful. We had Francis Kong and Mary Grace Dimacali, the owner of Mary Grace, as our speakers. Also,
Ano pa? Sige, kaya.
NTD Chenny would like to invite everyone for the Trainer Summit on April 9 and 10. This is a national program of the National Training Directorship. This will be in Legazpi, so she would like to invite all trainers, aspiring trainers, or JCI and training team of JCI Philippines, from area training directors to regional training directors and local training directors to attend. Thank you.
And lastly, Ms. Lynn, may mga
Last but not the
gusto
least.
kong batiin. Last time na nandito ka, iba yung binati mo eh.
Alala.
Medyo. Medyo
2 years ago ba yan?
2 years ago yun.
Ito na po ang bunga. I'd like to promote our in support to our Fred Murby from NC Murby, National Chairman Murby. We are promoting the JCI Philippines Back to School national project entitled Amara Heart the Explorer
Yun.
Back to School Tour. We have been to Florida, Bulacan, and Cagayan de Oro last February, and then on March 14 we'll we will be going to Mandaue, Cebu. On March 19, we will be in Tacloban City, Leyte. And on April 24, we will be in La Union. So, like to thank our sponsors, Sterling Paper, Benikel, Enterprise, Cose Eleganti, RVP Topher, and President Modi. Can I also invite na rin the listeners for our 109th celebration of the San Juan City
109,
109th celebration on March 27. We will be having different activities such as fun run, bike ride, and Zumba. And we will also be launching our sports program for the anti-drug campaign of Mayor Gia Gomez. And also, on March 28, we will be having our Natatanging San Juanenyo awarding ceremony. The search is on already. Deadline of nomination will be on March 17. They can go to the tourism office to pass their nomination.
All right.
Ayun. Anything more? Wala na. Anyway, an hour and 5 minutes has passed in our discussion of everything and anything about the Junior Chamber International Philippines. This has been your host, Ernest Hernandez.
And this has been Diego Dapa signing off for now. Tune in again next week for a dose of awesomeness here on JCI Radio Philippines, where we feature a taste of what JCI is all about.
Join us again next week for another dose of awesomeness here at JCI Radio Philippines on DZEZ 106.2 kilohertz.